Good afternoon and welcome along to this Community Elements show. With you this afternoon is myself, Rob, and most certainly Brian, for Brian's good news. How are you this week?
I am very good actually this week, and we've got some good items to as well today.
And you've also got an "and finally," just like they do on the news.
Sorry?
You have an "and finally," just like they do on the news.
Sorry. I wasn't with you there. I am now, don't you worry.
Now, for our listeners' benefit, we usually record this, and today again on a Thursday morning. I think we ought to start, don't you?
This is an excellent idea.
Yeah.
Right. Tributes have been made to a community stalwart who was last year given a Queen's Honour for volunteering. Peter Nicol, MBE, 83, from Aboyne, passed away after a lifetime of helping stage the Aboyne Highland Games. Mr Nicol first got involved in the event when he was just 12, selling programmes at the D-side celebration of traditional Highland sport and culture. He served on the Games Committee for 50 years and was also Secretary of Grampian Games Association. In June 2017, he was awarded an MBE in the Queen's Birthday Honours for services to the Highland Games, the economy and voluntary services in the north of Scotland. At the time, Mr Nicol said he was over the moon with the accolade. He added, "I was very surprised, but it was a very pleasant surprise all the same. The event is part and parcel of the North East." During his working life, Mr Nicol was a cross-country skiing instructor in the 1980s and also worked as an entertainer. Aboyne Highland Games Secretary Morag McBeath said, "We are all shocked to have heard of Peter's death. He was a true gentleman who will be sorely missed by many. We were all privileged to have had Peter Nicol MBE as part of our committee for 50 years. In 2017, he was presented with the Scottish Highland Games Association Award for services to Highland Games, which he was presented with at the Aboyne 150th Anniversary Games in August last year. Mr Nicol, who passed away on September 14th, leaves wife Helen, children Mandy and Kenny, and grandson James. A charity ball has raised more than £75,000 for a Rugby Legends Foundation. The event, organised by a group of Stonehaven residents by the name of Strive, aimed to generate funds for the Motor Neurone Disease Foundation, My Name's Doodie. More than 240 people attended the ball on Saturday, and following a 700-mile cycle in August and a rugby tournament in Stonehaven this month, Strive has now reached £75,000. Mr Weir's eldest son, Hamish, 17, attended the event along with the Foundation's financial officer, Jim Robertson. Doodie set up his foundation after his own MND diagnosis in 2017 in an effort to fund research into the causes of the disease. He said, "The level of funds already raised by the Strive team is incredible, and it looks like even more will be added as a result of the ball. I know how much effort goes into organising one event, never mind 3, and I'd like to take the opportunity to congratulate everyone involved for what they have achieved to date." Strive founder Wooly Tulloch said, "MND is a horrible disease, and we hope our contribution to this charity will help make a difference to those people who are suffering from it." A new befriending service is seeking volunteers in the North East. The Leanne Fund, which offers support services to those affected by cystic fibrosis, have now launched the befriending service to help people gain confidence, increase self-esteem and get out and about in the community. The charity, set up in 2009 in memory of Leanne Mitchell, is now seeking generous volunteers in Aberdeen to share their time. Development Manager for the Leanne Trust, Cressetta Mitchell, said, "There are so many things to be gained by becoming a befriender with the Leanne Fund. Not only can you make a real difference to the lives of others, but you will also meet new people, have the chance to establish real friendships, and achieve a real sense of role satisfaction. Friendship is free, and volunteering with us is flexible and fun. As a befriender, you will be matched with a befriendee and will meet up with them on an organised basis on an agreed timetable. We offer full training to all befrienders, and I would urge anyone with an interest to get in touch to find out more. Those looking to get more information are encouraged to call 01851 702 020 or email info@theleannefund.co.uk. Pensioners at an Aberdeen care home cannot believe their cluck after being joined by some feathered friends. 2 chickens named Piper and Alba have moved to Tornadee Care Home in Miltimber and have proved quite a hit with the residents. Staff say Piper and Alba, who joined fellow fowl Domino at the home, have brought a new lease of life to residents as they work together to take care of the animals. Sandy Burnett, 93, who lives at Tornadee, is delighted with the new chickens, who were donated by a family member. He said, "It was my niece Anne who donated them, as she has a farm up in Netherley. I think it is great having them, and it brings back memories when I used to keep chickens myself when I was younger. I would love for us to get a guinea fowl next. They would be great with the chickens too." Tornadee worker Anna Phillips said the chickens had become a focal point. She said, "We were able to install a new hutch with the funding we have received. Relatives of residents have also helped us put in slabs and logs for the chickens to play with. It is very important for our residents to be able to go outside and get fresh air. The chickens are a great attraction. Residents can take a handful of chicken food and put it through the wire. On good days, we can let them out of the hutch and they make these funny movements and it makes people laugh and giggle. It is a focal point for interaction, and we have residents who don't speak or interact much, and they'll talk to people and the chickens." Public Health Coordinator Elaine McConaughey said, "It was inspiring to see Tornadee Care Home come up with such an imaginative proposal for their funding bid. We really welcome applications for funding for projects which are innovative and inventive, and which can make a real difference for local communities." Now, we've got a short article also to include, which would really help people in the Fraserburgh area. The church is to host a special concert starring an acclaimed singer-songwriter. Philippa Hanna will make the stage at the AOG Central Church on Queen's Road in Fraserburgh. Church elders have spoken of their delight about the free concert taking part this Sunday at 6 p.m. Philippa from Barnsley is well known in the Christian and gospel scene. She has also accompanied chart toppers, stars such as Lionel Richie, Little Mix and Leona Lewis on tour. Danny Murphy, Associate Pastor at AOG Central Church, said, "We are delighted to be hosting Philippa for this special event. She comes highly recommended and offers something for people of all types and musical tastes." He added, "We warmly invite everyone from the local community to come along and enjoy what promises to be a great evening." Today we have a biblical text taken from Romans chapter 8 and verse 18, which says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Amen.
Amen. Excellent, Brian. Thank you very much for that, collating all of that.
My pleasure.
I'm going to go and ask you, what, Brian, is the one that actually really stood out the most? I always ask you this, but I'm going to ask you it again.
Well,
I know you always say all of them, but
can I say two of them then?
Two of them, right?
Yes. This befriending service, where people can join with others who need company, need encouragement, and need to be able to get out and about in the community. Now, encouraging people for these pastimes, and I think it's fantastic. It's not found being lonely. I've known several people in my time who have been lonely, and when you're able to sort of join with them and help them through this, it lifts you as well. It doesn't only, it's very much a joint effort, and the rewards are also joint. So that's a really important one, I believe. And I really liked about the chickens, because chickens, they move about in different ways and that. And it was this bit where it describes the residents, leading to their laughter and giggles and that. That lifted me, because staying in a care home is not, it's ideal for the person because of their needs at the time, but it's not a place that you would want to have to go to. But the people at Tornadee are really looking after the residents, and bringing in the chickens will lift every one of them. Even we mentioned some of the residents don't really mix much with people and that, or talk to people, but the chickens have brought them out of themselves, and they are laughing with people and talking to other people as a result, and enjoying the presence of the chickens. So that is the sort of lifting story that I love to include.
I like it too, and I think that, yes, I like the befrienders, but I have to say it's the one with the chickens that got my attention. So the number of nursing homes, care homes I've seen, and people just sit there, TV's on, there you are, have a cup of tea, here's your tablet, and basically they're left to vegetate and shut up.
Yes.
And unfortunately, this is too often a scene of nursing homes and care homes that I've just seen, and I would not want to be incarcerated in one personally. So, but I feel for the people who are in there, because it's like they've been in these care homes because they're being shut away, and they're not able to express themselves, not able to engage, and yet, for the people of Tornadee, which I hope will be a good example to other nursing and care homes,
yes,
get your act together, buck up, and stop making these people second class, because that's what it seems like to me, that many of the care homes are making their people second class just by the way that they do things, their procedures and all the rest of it. That people many of the people there have actually probably given a lifetime of service, a lifetime of doing things, and yet they're then left to vegetate.
That's true.
I don't like that.
No.
They are still part of the community as much as anyone.
Of course.
And it's going to, sometimes it might take a royal battle to actually get these care homes to actually stop cashing in and actually start giving more and putting more into the lives of these people who have actually probably given a lot in their time, and to honour them properly by making sure that they actually have something that they can do.
Yeah,
So
they deserve a reward.
they deserve to be they need to be included in society, in
Yes.
the community, and it shouldn't just be up to their families, because if they don't actually have families, if their families are away or whatever, and they're sitting there day after day, they actually need stimulation of mind, and they need stimulation of heart.
Very much so.
And listeners, if you feel the same way about this, then I'm challenging you. Help us to do something about it, to make sure that these people can. Let's take the good example of Tornadee
Mm.
and actually make something really happen for them. At the moment, it's going to take more than two to tango. But if this is actually touch on your heartstrings, and you believe that these people in nursing homes and care homes deserve a better deal than being shoved in front of the TV, given a tablet, whatever tablet that may be, more like a tablet to shut them up. For it seems to be that these nursing homes give. Instead of that, let's have something like Tornadee, where people are able to be engaged, go out, and you have the chickens to bring them out of themselves. If there is a garden or something out there, then what about getting the residents to work with each other, plan the kind of plants that would actually work there?
Very true. Excellent.
Or if they're musical, give them the opportunity to actually express that musicality, having a piano or having instruments that they can play or that they can do, or getting them involved. Some nursing homes are very good, don't mistake me, but for some of the others it's just a case of vegetate and we'll do the rest.
You come up with some very good encouraging ideas there.
Yes, and probably a whole lot of challenge and a headache for those in the nursing home
Possibly.
staff, probably. But it really makes me angry just thinking about how many people are left to vegetate, and that shouldn't be. It really shouldn't.
True. Yeah.
Right. I also quickly mention after that tirade. Rob's rant about nursing homes, to mention Philippa Hanna, because Philippa Hanna, she does her music very simply. Her husband Joel is her percussionist, and he basically sits on this box and pats out this rhythm. But the two of them get on really well, and she just is so simple. She does most things acoustically. She is very down to earth. She doesn't put on any airs or graces or whatever. She just gets on and wants to make sure that people have a sense of the gospel and who God is in a real way.
So she's genuine in her concerns for her listeners.
Yes.
That's
And that's why I believe she's so good on many things, and she just comes over well. She relates to so many things, so yeah, actually brilliant person to have along.
So Fraserburgh AOG Central Church
stands for Assemblies of God
on Sunday at 6 p.m. Well recommended.
Yeah. Okay, can we get you to read out your scripture and then we'll finish?
Yes, indeed. From Romans chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Brilliant. Brian, can I thank you very much? And we'll see you back again next week at the same time.
Look forward to that.